gang member who was caught in traffic by his rivals. He crashed the car after he got shot, and the end result was him being decapitated. And this
Damn! Squad deal homework gonna be decapitated, my nigga!
was firing at recorded him and mocked him as he lay on the ground in front of the police. All of this makes you wonder, why would someone
What's good with y'all boys? This your boy Sauce Boy Topic. Today we got the most shocking survival story in Chicago caught on camera. Reaction up. Come on, we finna get right into this. Make sure you got your loud.
As I said before, once you do enough in the streets, a timer starts. And at the end, what you've done is gonna come back to you. It might happen in a month, or it might take a decade. But staying in the same
What's good with y'all boys? It's your boy Sauce Boy Top. We back at it on another video, you fan. And today we got how to survive Chicago's streets. We finna get right up into this. Make sure you got your loud, you feel me? Make sure you got your grab a leaf, ski. We finna get high, ski. We finna, you feel me? We finna smoke.
As I said before, once you do enough in the streets, a timer starts. And at the end, what you've done is gonna come back to you. It might happen in a month, or it might take a decade. But staying in the same city that you did all your dirt in guarantees that. Although some people bring that energy with them when they leave town and see similar results. If you're not in tune with the drill scene in Chicago, then you might not know THF Bezu, a man that was gunned down execution style in October 2025 in Little Village.
We done already reacted to this one, Ski. This shit was crazy.
A neighborhood on the west side of Chicago. He's better known as a close associate of Lil Durk and King Von, and he was even featured in one of the first songs King Von ever dropped, as well as Von's first real interview. Bezu was not supposed to still be in Chicago. Now, it's heavily rumored that his death was the result of a new conflict rather than the back and forth war that he's been associated with since at least 2009. But this wasn't just some kid on the streets gangbanging. Zoo was in his mid-30s when he died, but in the decade and a half leading up to his death, there were rumors implicating.
Ain't Zoo was like 36 something when he died? He was like 36, 37, if I ain't mistaken.
Him in several murders. He was even hit with a murder charge that didn't stick. He's toured the country with one of the biggest rappers in the world and was involved in one of the deadliest Chicago gang wars in recent history. And he was even arrested and charged with an attempted murder alongside King Von, Lil Durk, and a man they were associated with that rapped under the name Hellabands. Another charge, however, that didn't stick. Zoo has beat death in the streets and the system over and over again, and he's become so famous for the wrong reason that his death was even being reported on in India. Now obviously it can't be confirmed if Zoo did everything.
Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck he say, Ski? What'd he say, squad?
Beat death in the streets and the system over and over again, and he's become so famous for the wrong reason that his death was even being reported on in India. Now
what the fuck, bro? We got niggas report on
obviously
Chicago shit in India. Ski, India.
It can't be confirmed if Zoo did everything he's been accused of in the streets because people lie and rumors spread fast. And as far as murders, well, as I said, he's never actually been found guilty. But then again, neither had King Von. But when your name is coming up in situations like this over and over again for years, at some point, you have to leave. You see, when the streets get to you before the law does, it's usually over something most people didn't even see coming. Everyone on the internet will try to associate his murder with the war between his hood and 051, which is a set they've been in tour with for years. Or this new conflict that allegedly started over some stolen watches and led to multiple murders. They even led to rumors that Zoo himself was putting money on people's heads. But again, that could just be a rumor. In truth, it could all be false, because someone like Zoo would have had to deal with the risk of something like this happening no matter what, as long as he stayed in the same streets he's been in since he was born. It's just a fact when you live in that kind of life, that for every killer...
Oh, bro, do your homework, bro. You could be the roughest, toughest, most gangster killer there is, nigga. All you gotta get caught like it, bro, one time, bro, one time. It only takes one time, my nigga. And what that nigga T Grizzly say, Ski? I don't care how rich you is, nigga, they shot at Trump and damn near landed one, Ski. They shot at Trump and damn near landed one, Ski. You think they can't pop your ass? Who the fuck is you? In all reality, bro, who the fuck is you? Who the fuck am I? We can all get popped, G. Come on now.
There's another killer, younger, faster, and with a newer gun. Zoo was caught at an auto parts store in broad daylight, when, as a person of his reputation, he should have just had someone to go and get the car parts for him. There's no way he should have been out there himself in Chicago. He's not a regular civilian, because killers are not riding around looking for civilians. He knew better than to stay in one spot in Chicago for too long, as you can even hear him say himself.
You need to hurry up and pull up. I'm finna scratch. I've been up here too long, man. Every time I'm in the rack too long, I end up somewhere I'm supposed to be.
Recently, I saw a very disturbing video of a guy in Chicago, a gang member, who was caught in traffic by his rivals. He crashed the car after he got shot, and the end result was him being decapitated. And this
Damn! Squad, your homework gonna be decapitated, my nigga. What the fuck is we talking about? That nigga, wait, whoa. We didn't hear that right.
Very disturbing video of a guy in Chicago, a gang member, who was caught in traffic by his rivals. He crashed the car after he got shot, and the end result was him being decapitated. And this is allegedly part of a long war on the west side in Chicago.
That shit sound like it hurt. Your homework, Ski. Fuck you talking about, Ski? He crashed the car.
Was him being decapitated. And this is allegedly part of a long war on the west side in Chicago that I first heard of when I saw a video from a few years back where a kid ran into a neighborhood trying to shoot at somebody, only to be killed when somebody shot back. And then the crowd he was firing at recorded him and mocked him as he lay on the ground in front of the police. All of this makes you wonder, why would someone living this life that not only survived to age 21 but made it into their 30s in a life that usually ends before 25, why would you still be around the same thing? This is not how civilians in Chicago live. This is how gang members live. There's a big difference. Zoo was nowhere near the part of Chicago he was known to be active in, so that means that whoever got him likely came from the other side of the city. And if somebody is willing to drive across Chicago, run over every pothole, and make it through the worst traffic in the Midwest,
my nigga said run over every pothole. Do your homework on the potholes in the rack.
just to kill you, you didn't stand a chance, because that means sooner or later they were going to get you. And FBG Duck has been spoken about for a long time, and I'm sure you guys have already heard about him because his death has been covered so much that it even has his own Wikipedia page. Duck himself didn't even have a Wikipedia page when he was alive, but his death was so captivating around the country that both he and his murder case got their own Wikipedia pages. The thing about
that shit is sickening, bro. That nigga ain't even have a Wikipedia page when he was alive, Ski. That nigga got one after he died, bro. That shit right there go to show you, bro. Drill rapping ain't this. Ski. Drill rapping ain't the move, Ski. Your ass gonna die. Your ass gonna die. I'm gonna say it like that. Fuck you
Duck is that, like many other guys in the hood, and even the average guy from a small country town, he likely couldn't imagine leaving his old life behind to start over somewhere new. And when I say old life, I don't mean gang life. I mean being able to see the house you grew up in, going to the same stores you've gone to for your whole life, seeing the blocks that you have your memories on, where you hung with your friends, where you laughed, where you cried, everything you're familiar with. But unlike the average person in Chicago, Duck had a name, he had influence, and most importantly, he had dangerous enemies. And just like earlier, many people think that he was killed because of the main conflict he was known to be involved in, and that's partially true. But there were even rumors that King Von had a $100,000 bounty on his head. But that's not how it played out in court. A man known as Teasy is the one who called the killers to come and get Duck over a personal vendetta, and the mother of his child even testified in court to support that. King Von could have provided some incentive for his gang.
Okay, so do your homework on all of us being wrong. King Von ain't put a bounty on bro head. Them niggas is just crash dummies. Ski, do your homework on being stupid crash dummies.
Stop it. Get some help.
I thought it was them to do it for $100K. Them niggas
Stop
get
it.
it free.
Get some
Them
help.
niggas get it for free.
To get rid of Duck, but Duck was usually posted just a few blocks away from where the killers lived. So if there was a bounty on his head, it's likely they would have just caught him on his own block. It would have also been a much shorter drive with less traffic cameras than a long drive downtown to the luxurious Gold Coast, which is the neighborhood he was caught in. He was killed for something that only happened because he was spotted by a man who was jealous of his former relationship with a woman. And that's just further proof that when you have a name like that,
weird, bro. You niggas need to move the fuck on with your life, Ski. Get some motherfucking money with your broke ass. What the fuck is you doing? That man mad, bro. Do your homework. He said that man was mad because of a past relationship.
jealous of his former relationship with a woman. And that's just further.
Mr. Sir, maybe don't be with the bitch Duck was fucking on.
Stop it. Get some help.
Or just be mature about the shit and accept that the past is the past. As long as you ain't fucking your bitch currently, it don't matter.
Further proof that when you have a name like that, you don't have the freedom to move around the city like everyone else, because you have a target on your back. And after all the disrespect and years of gang war, his death was essentially over a woman. He's
Why the fuck Ski got his pants like that though, bro? I ain't gonna lie. Why the fuck he wear his pants like that, Ski? My nigga got the striped socks on. You van.
all the disrespect and years of gang
Different
war.
drip, different
His death
drip.
was essentially over a woman. He signed a record deal a couple years before his death. In my opinion, he should have moved as soon as he got his advance. Because when you're used to living in Chicago, you might not know all.
It don't take that much for y'all asses to move out the hood, bro. And I'm trying to stop pausing them, by the way. I'm trying, bro. Matter of fact, I've been pausing so much, I'm gonna let you hit the throink feed. Throwing break. Alright, you feel me? That's enough.
Offhand how much
smoke
cheaper
up
it is
on
to
my
live
joint.
in basically any other
Relax.
part of the Midwest. Chicago is one of the most expensive cities in the world. It might not always rank as such because it's not one of the most expensive cities as far as real estate and the cost of rent. But when you factor in the rent, groceries, restaurant prices in the city, and local purchasing power, some rankings put it at number 10 in the world, just behind Los Angeles. So when you grow up here, you don't realize that you can get a 3-bedroom in Southern Illinois for the price of a 1-bedroom in Chicago.
You mentioned this before. You feel that people want to kill you.
Of course I know motherfuckers want to kill me. I'm a very disrespectful person.
So get the fuck out the rack.
I know what I did in my lifetime.
I've mentioned it in 2 videos so far, but that list the Chicago police had of people who have in some way been involved in gun violence, such as a person who was near a shooting or had been shot and survived, the list ranked the likelihood of that person being involved in another instance of gun violence, either as the victim or the perpetrator. And young Pappy,
What? That shit is sick of you. If y'all got the list, why not lock their ass up? Y'all was gonna let them just kill niggas and get killed, nigga? The fuck?
was near the top of that list right before he died from gun violence. But even though the list was put together by an algorithm, the results were obvious. Pappy had already been the potential victim of at least 2 different attempted murders, so it's no surprise that if he stayed in the same area, he would eventually be the victim of a 3rd. Duck, although years ago, had been shot before in the leg, allegedly. And also, there were several people around Duck that were all murdered within a 3-year span, allegedly. And also, there were several people around Duck that were all murdered within a 3-year span before his own murder. There's even a YouTube channel called Status Update Exclusive, which is a guy named Kyle that vlogged all his time around Duck on his journey to the record deal. But there are several haunting videos on his channel, such as this one where 4 men.
Hey, that's what a nigga should be doing though, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, niggas should be, nigga, if you around the famous nigga, vlog it, bro. Pick up a camera and record, bro. It's not that hard, bro. Start a YouTube channel. Maybe start rapping yourself. Niggas be complaining and shit like, we just covered the video about, we just covered the situation with the nigga, J-Dog with G Herbo, bro. Get around him and start vlogging, bro. Or do a reaction video to the music video and tell about how it was to be in the music video, bro. What are we doing?
And including Duck are playing cards at a table, but only one person at this table is still alive today, and that's Dutchy. Many guys in the streets get a second chance. Some take it is still alive. Men, including Duck, are playing cards at a table, but only one person at this table is still alive today, and that's Dutchy. Many guys in the streets get a second chance. Some take is still alive.
Homework on playing at a table with a bunch of ghosts, ski. That was Jarl City Motor.
Alive today, and that's Dutchy.
That was Doug.
Many guys in the streets get a second chance. Some take advantage of it, and some continue on like nothing happened. I remember this kid that used to go to the same church my grandmother went to. The church is in Inglewood, Chicago, which is a pretty rough area in most parts. One day he was walking, and a barrage of shots got let off in his direction, but everyone missed. I don't know what he was into for something like this to happen, but when he came back to church that next Sunday, he volunteered to play the drums. And in my grandmother's words, he beat that drum like a fool. The city is, for the most part, only truly dangerous to you if you put a target on your back. The amount of murders you see might convince you that these are random shootings, but in reality, it's usually people with a target on their back being too comfortable in the location, or someone else who decided to hang out with the person that has a target on their back. I call it cheating death in Chicago, but the same can apply anywhere. It may be hard to understand from the outside looking in, but these are guys involved in back and forth conflicts with killers, and you can only escape for so long. Eventually, if you stay in the streets as long as someone like Zoo and your main enemies are now a little older, you still risk the possibility of making newer, younger enemies. Enemies brash enough to catch you in broad daylight instead of waiting in the shadows for you. He
Literally, nigga, little crash outs, nigga.
reminds me of the quote, "Beware of an old man in a profession where men die young," and how that quote is also not always true. In the streets, at some point, you'll go from being the young man to having to watch out for the young man, if that's the life that you live in. At 35, you might forget that the young killers who want to replace you popped some pills last night and they've been driving around for hours trying to catch you. A 17 or 18-year-old that sees you as a threat and may have even heard allegations that you're paying to get people killed, those guys will dedicate time to finding you, time that you don't have to hide. Duck was only 26 when he died, but the main shooter that got him, Muop, was only 20 at the time. That might not seem like much of a difference, but by the time Duck had graduated high school, Muop was only in 8th grade. This is like
that nigga was only about to go in high school.
a guy Duck wasn't even familiar with. When I say that most of the gang members are teenagers, it shouldn't be a surprise because nobody else has time to be out here reckless like that. So if that's the life you chose and you somehow made it well into adulthood, you should retire. But one thing you can't do is retire in that city. But that's all I got for today, man. Thank you guys for watching. We almost at 200K subscribers. And honestly, I'm just glad that I can entertain.
Hit the throw one more time, Ski. All right, that's it. That's enough. I gotta save some more for the boss, Ski. But we finna, get into some more videos. You feel me? If I made you laugh once or twice, you feel me? Hit the subscribe button. We on our way to monetization, Ski. If you want to help us get there, you feel me? Like, subscribe, you feel me? We drop every day. We always gonna keep you laughing. We always gonna keep you entertained. And we always gonna have some doinky for you to hit, Ski. You feel me? Every day, drop videos pretty much around like 5:45, you feel me? Western time. Look out for it, you feel me? 3 hours ahead would be 8:45 Eastern time. You feel me? 2 hours ahead would be 7:45 Southern time. You feel me? Ski. So be on the lookout for the videos. You feel me? But without further ado, I know you got some shit to do. Go do it. You know you've been thinking about it. Go do it.